Welcome friends to another Dune video. Today we dip into the life of the Sardaukar, specifically one of them, Supreme Bashar Zum Garon. His forces descend and darken the sky and are coordinated by Garon as they fire. In this way he would draw first blood. The pack is struck, weapons pepper the ground and buildings collapse. His death squads descend to find illegal spice stockpiles. Then the main cities on Zenova would be destroyed and melange found. Zum knows a schoolteacher who approaches the Sardaukar. He is hurt and bodies burn around him. This teacher questions what they are doing. Garon says, "You must learn the difference between theory and practice." Then with a signal the man is cut down and the Sardaukar load the ships with the spice. It would be given to Chom and the Spacing Guild, the first salvo in the Great Spice War, but first the battleships moved into low orbit to finish off the cities from there. Later on, his flagship, the Emperor of the Known Universe, Shaddam, waited whilst an investigation was done on Harkonnen's spice operations. He waited the verdict whilst his mind filled with ways to make the Baron pay. The Bashar joined him. The man had been a prisoner trained on Secundus and had been picked up during a raid on a faraway planet. The skills he had shown as raider got him called into the Sardaukar. A Chom Mentat auditor arrives later with the verdict that the Baron has made many mistakes and attempts to reconcile them, but they did not find evidence of tainted melange. Navigators had been killed by contaminated spice, which is why they're looking into it. The Bashar points out they have evidence enough still to remove them. When the Mentat has left, Shaddam sounds battle stations for the fleet, targeting key population centres on Arrakis. Once done, Shaddam declares action against the Baron, saying, "My law is the law of the Imperium." The Guild needed the spice the Bene Gesserit also, and the Lansrad itself was addicted to it. Once Arrakis was gone, they would have no choice but to turn to him, to the Emperor, to his artificial spice. The Guild trying to contact him. Shaddam ignores them. The ship waits his order to fire. The Guild then project a legate onto his ship. The Spacing Guild say they will be the judge of the Baron and punish him. The Emperor turns to the Bashar, destroy every living thing on the planet. Meanwhile, on the planet, the Baron had only expected to pay fines. The Guild legate says to stop and tells Shaddam that the spice must flow. The Emperor threatens the Guild back. The legate says if he does this, the Guild will not give his fleet passage. He tries to call their bluff, and the legate says he is not stranded there. The King of Nothing and cuts the Emperor off. One highliner folds space. Shaddam had not thought of this. He could get them hooked on spice. The Bashar says, shall their forces still fire? If they are stuck there, the Emperor fears the Sardaukar might mutiny, and he silently rages to no answer. The situation with the Guild is eventually settled. Later in Paul of Dune, we see the Emperor has lost the battle with the Fremen and his own Kaitain. What's left of the Sardaukar still serving him, but only because Muad'Dib allows it. He sends Garon to find his ally Count Fenring. He does. Fenring is on Tleilax. Garon admits the Sardaukar are now just a police force. Garon talks about the loss of his son during the Great Spice War, and he criticises the Emperor. Not only did he kill my son, but he foolishly led the Sardaukar to suffer their first ever military defeat. Garon observes the Emperor is dangerous, and he thinks he is smarter than he is, and so makes dangerous mistakes, and says there is a lot of resentment amongst the Sardaukar against Shaddam. And here they agree an alliance between the Bashar and Fenring to take advantage of the current chaos. Fenring suggests the Bashar not say he could not recruit Fenring, but says not right now, that circumstances will not let him leave. Later, Shaddam asks Dalak, the cousin of Fenring, to take a weapon. The Bashar gives him the weapon. Then shortly after, Shaddam says to kill the man as he is pointing a weapon at the Emperor. The man drops the gun, scared. The Bashar says he prefers to blood his sword in battle and not on fools. So, Darek's wife, who has had a child via him, shoots the man with his gun. Shaddam says he's cleaning house. So here we see how Shaddam's actions stretch even the Sardaukar's relationship with him, especially when the Supreme Bashar starts questioning the Emperor to Fenring, someone long allied with him. So friends, I turn this over to you. Did you enjoy this video? Did you feel you perhaps understand the relationship between the Emperor and the Sardaukar a little better? Have you shot Darek's wife? Comment down below.